Gerald, but others will say like they're like good, but they're not like broken, and some will just say like no, they have like a total exploitable weakness. They're like terrible.
I don't really like
That's
Gerald
so
doesn't
funny.
really have like this super exploitable weakness. I think it's just like it's Gerald is closer, but I think it's just he still has some dumb stuff like
For sure.
watches, having 5 watches, and that kind of thing is like pretty silly. Stop Air, I don't know, like I know they toned it down, but it still feels hard to DI. I don't know if it's like a reverse. Maybe they're like always turning around and it's just hard to tell, or what.
Could
I
be.
don't know. I do like. I think they're like just need a little more toning down, like just the watches and like a few other things. But like Nair, and watch are like the 2 biggest things, and like Fair maybe. I don't know how difficult that would be going about. But I think it's Nair especially. Nair's like a character like him.
It's so
having
good.
Nair should not be as good as it is. Like Gerald being like a mid-range, and I was like, he's gonna box you out with projectiles. Like that's fine, but then he also just has a button that's like, oh, okay, you got in. No, screw you, Nair, and now I get big combos.
Right.
It's like kind of annoying. Like him being a mid-range zoner is like, I mean, it's rough for me anyway, but like, it's like, yeah, it's expected. But like then he has Nair, and it's like, why? But he definitely got a little bit of touch-ups, and it's definitely better. Jimmy, I was talking about earlier. Jimmy is a little still silly. I've said already. I want up B. I want up B so he can't jump out of it or cancel into anything. But then he can go back to controlling Goddard. Because then that way it's like, I think the idea of him being able to control Goddard while he's trying to recover is fun. It gives him a little help, without being like, you can manage. You can deal with Goddard. Just hit him a few times and he explodes. But right now his recovery's a little too stutid.
It's pretty nuts. But we've got 2 nuts teams here. Actually, fun fact by the way,
That's not getting a neutral star.
the last Dutchman's doubles champion was Fuck You Snairs.
Yeah, I mean, Korra. Also, speaking of changes, Korra is a big discussing point. I know people like I know a lot of core players don't like the changes, especially with like Saibi, and it's like Saibi is like cool idea, messy execution, in my opinion. I think if it was adjusted and then you like nerf the Nairs, nerf the snare, and a few other things, revert dare, adjust side B so it's more fun to use, but still without being broken, nerf the Nairs, and maybe like a few other things, and Korra is in a good spot, but what team isn't in a good spot right now is not either of them right now, but it might be random bullshit in a bit. Yeah, they're not in a good spot right now because Meeker has lost 2 of their stocks.
It's crazy. I was gonna talk about that. I was like gonna say like, hey, Mika just lost a stock really quick to Salve, and all of a sudden Salve just blows him up twice, like literally double what he did.
And so, but getting the bouncy shoes.
Oh yeah, those things are nuts.
Oh yeah. Speaking of like Jimmy, I was watching the commentary and you were talking about down tilt. I remember hearing, I was looking at the super combo wiki for characters that had like those little like move descriptions. Apparently in the show, and anyone who's watched the show can correct me, it's like a love potion, which is weird because in this game it's just green slime.
Right.
Sorry, listen, I'm sorry, I got carried away. I can focus, I swear.
Hey, we all get excited. We were having the podcast last Tuesday. Literally,
Yeah,
all of top 8 was just.
Watching that VOD was so funny. I'm so glad you noticed the misogyny plant. That was so funny. I sometimes call the Jimmy Upstrong that.
That's so funny.
But Meeker not in a great spot right now. 1 stock left. Senpak. This is not looking good. But who knows? Senpak is good. Maybe he can make a comeback. But I don't know. When you got both Matador and Solve who have been tough opponents for Senpak. Both of them against you, it's rough. Oh, but yeah, both of them getting knocked out at the same time. Don't think this is good for them.
Yeah, not good in the slightest.
Solve is at 1 stock, but
I mean,
not gonna matter.
It makes sense.
Doesn't matter when but look at that.
Yep,
I
right.
wonder, yeah, you're very EDs to share stock. Okay, I thought it was gonna be a little team combo. Oh! What the? Okay. Alright. What the heck was that interaction? I was like, but it just kind of like touched and went flying. Gonna have to burst that. Burst that too. A lot of burst and almost dying, but not yet. Oh, what? Oh, he didn't. Man, if he didn't think to tech it.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't think this is good for Senpak. Got 2 of these characters against you, and
Oh my!
oh,
Killing your
what?
teammate.
Oh wow, I'm surprised. Well, okay, that's gonna kill.
I mean, I think Solveig kind of knew, like, well, there's 2 of us and 1 of you. Doesn't really matter at this point.
Yeah. You were asking about that too, that line.
Yeah.
And I can't answer you because I've not watched many episodes. So I can't, no one can answer us on TNT. If you're still in chat, please, does she actually say that in the show?
Yeah, like, what's the deal with that?
Yeah. Of course, a dirty cheater gets a random super jump. Yeah, Uppy is crazy. I forgot about Uppy. That's also a little silly. I promise I won't go into a discussion about balance, but that's also a little silly.
I mean, that move is, I think it's a little cool. I just think
It's a cool idea, but I don't think it's a little overtuned. But I don't know what other people think. You know what also is silly? These lose animations. I know
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy's is from that one episode, and what is... I don't watch Hey Arnold, so I can't really say about Gerald, but it is kind of funny. He's just... I wonder, like, what the context is. Like, is it like he's given, like, this speech, or is he, like, singing? Like, he does sing in one of his taunts, which is real... That taunt where he, like, sings, like, the on moonlight day. That taunt is so funny.
it's so
For
loud.
some reason. It's so loud, and it's like... When I was, like, playing NASB2 with, like, some friends who were, like, more casual, we were, like, just laughing at that taunt for no reason. It was just funny.
It is just, like, me and my friend, we were playing Multiverse the same way, and we were doing, like, laughing at Gizmo with his up tilt. Like, it's just so loud, and he just screams. And it's just like,
Yeah.
why is it, like, it's so loud, you know?
Yeah, we've also laughed at a SpongeBob jab, like just the we had like just we call that move congratations.
It's such a silly game. Very cartoon.
Yeah.
Very cartoon silliness, you know? That's part of why I like a lot of these platform fighters with, like, voice acting and just, like, a lot of the interactions.
Speaking of silly, like I think it is like something I love about this game is like how experimental some of this game is. Like just not in terms of like gameplay. Well, obviously gameplay mechanically, like with certain characters like Krabs being this character based on both Wario and Holy Order Soul and stuff like that. But just even like just in the choices, like obviously they pick characters like, you know, people want to see like Jenny and Jimmy here. But then they'll pick like a character who's like maybe people wouldn't think to first think put as a fighter, like Gerald. And
Or
it's like,
Gertie.
Or Gertie, yeah. Like like Gertie is like kind of funny that Gertie, like if you see Hey Arnold, and a lot of people who've seen Hey Arnold were saying it's like if you've watched the show, she makes perfect sense to put in the game. So, but then like, but it's like that kind of thing where it's like, because I think there is nothing wrong with like putting characters that people want, but it's like I love that the team is like doesn't always like they don't just add a character because they're like the main character. Like Hey Arnold, it's like Arnold would not be an interesting fighter, so it's like, hey, let's pick characters from the show who are more interesting, and that kind of thing. So looks like Revolut got top 8, so the Bob lives on.
Yes.
And what is also living on, well, not really living on, we're on Food Dream. And I don't remember. Do you remember this? When people were first data mining Nick Brawl 1 and looking into Sweet Dreams, it was the skybox was more like this. It was in the daytime. Do you remember that?
I do.
I find that really interesting because in NASB1 it was at night, but here it's at daytime. Oh, daytime, but there's also the Northern Lights.
Yeah, I mean,
But I guess-
it's a dream.
I mean,
It's a dream.
yeah, that too, and I'm pretty sure people who are smarter than me. Do the Northern Lights, can they appear in the daylight?
Probably.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But
But
I'd
looking
probably
at the
say probably
game, Solveig losing a stock and Meeker losing a stock. I'm sorry if I'm just like not. I'm paying attention, but it's like I get rambly.
not.
But
All good. We all do.
I guess to be fair, that's almost every commentary block here. But
Yeah.
ooh, that was a really good recovery. That was like really close. almost using up every resource. Just holding on to ledge like, alright, I dare you. Oh, that was a harsh angle. That bear is a disgusting angle. It's her only real, like, kill move. Just a button you can throw out to kill that's, like, fast. So I guess she kind of needs it, but it's still a little silly. But I don't need to change. It's good. What is changing is the stock count, because kind of interesting. Solveig's looks like Senpai is just prioritizing Solveig. Like, yeah, Solveig's the big threat here, and Matador losing a stock already, like losing a stock, and same stock number. One person has 3 and the other has 2. Nair, that Nair. I wonder, I know, we've been seeing more Jimmies now that Nair's been fixed. Jimmy's been trying to utilize it more. What is it, like, I was watching Senpai use it. It seems like a pretty good approach option. What's like the best usage of it from what you've seen?
You cut out with what move you just said, but I heard your question.
Nair.
Nair?
Nair.
Oh, okay. Nair, I'd say, like, Nair just seems like it's like a good, like, mid-range, like, get off me move, you know? Like, I have seen, like, a couple, like, approach options where people just fly in, and instead of going for fair, where fair might be able to be parried, you know? A multi-attack hit, like Nair, just seems to be better at mixing people up on shield. So it's like, you want to approach, but you don't want to empty land. So it's like a good landing option as you approach.
Look, it's kind of funny. The stock count's the same with Solveig at 1 and Meeker at 1. But then the 2 zoners at 3 stocks.
Right. I mean, it makes sense, you know, you want to have an anchor. And if you're able to be comfortable and just kind of go in and make mistakes, knowing that your teammate can anchor you, and at least you're getting results like this, you know, where you're forcing them to now have to use stocks before you.
Yeah.
You're depleting the anchor quicker, and your anchor is doing just fine. And that's why these two work so well. They're literally polar opposites.
Yeah, and it looks like that same strategy might be going for Solveig and Matador, honestly, because that's also a similar thing, like this character that's kind of going in, trying to get hits, and this zoner who's kind of keeping them at bay and holding on to the stocks. But looks like Matador and Solveig are doing better at that strategy. But yeah, almost got the sub air. Almost, that could have killed, but gets the Nair. Gonna kill. That might be scary, but Solveig and Matador, saw from the previous tournament, were doing really well, and that's why they have those. They're living up to their name. But almost tried going for watch, but I don't know. And then, I respect it. Well, killed anyway, but I respect the vision.
Yeah. Right now, 2-0 right now. Keep in mind, this is best of 5 territory, right? So.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, we're in top 8, chat. We are in the toppest of 8. The 8th top. The, what else is there? The Octo Peak. I don't know. Something like that.
Yeah, we got, we also have the NASB2 Unks, the cheesy Dibbles camp. Literally just an emoji of a campsite, cry about it, and we love Rapido. And looks like, I think meta, I'm checking meta while I'm waiting, and Rebel is saying Jenny's most fun character in game, she's also broken as shit.
Yes, so, she is. Both of those statements are true.
Yeah, I do think Jenny is really good. I think her slime gain is just insane.
And as she gets better and gets more ways to use it, she only gets better, you know?
Yeah, and it's like, she didn't even need those slime. Like, I guess, you know, people have been, I feel like Matador, also you mentioned, was going for slime downbeats, which I think here is, like, trickier because it's like, you're not really concerned with, like, getting big conflicts. It's like, just, like, trying to swat everyone away and keep your teammates safe. But, just in general, just her slime gain is insane. I wonder, like, because I remember the patch notes, Danny had, like, reduced slime gain. I kind of just thought it was not, like, it was, like, kind of a universal mechanic that, like, scaled based on damage, but guess not. I guess it's like automatic. It's like they have to assign, like, okay, this move gives you this amount of meter, which is very interesting. Uh.
All right, game 3. Let's see.
Yeah.
Stage has
Going-
selected.
I think looking at the stream, I think they're going back to Food Dream.
Could see it, you know.
Yeah,
Widest
I
stage in the
kinda-
game, I think, right?
I believe so. It probably is.
It's a really good
We'll
stage for
see.
doubles for sure.
Yep, going back to same characters, kind of whatever works.
You're in for a nice one, friend. Ready for action.
Here we go. Game number 3, chat. This might be a 30.
I could see it being 3-0. These two are just have such good. They're just like their two characters just synergize so well with like a double style that I can honestly see it. I can see these two taking it 3-0, but who knows? Solve already losing a stock. Maybe that's the goal. Just get rid of Solve and burn away those stocks, and then you can get a better shot at it.
Possible, yeah. But I don't know. Already forcing a burst. Mika at 100%. Senpak at 109. Just trying to get back
Yeah.
here. Look at them holding this corner. This is crazy.
Yeah, they're just get me out of here.
Yeah, they're trying to get back to center. They have it now, but Mika getting
Not
sent
sure how long
by.
that'll last.
Solve hitting Matador.
Oh, the accidental, the friendly fire combo.
Both of these players, look at this. Maker hit Senpak off.
Oh
Right.
wow, that was a good tech. I didn't think that they could tech it.
Yeah.
Getting
Jesus.
not killing yet, but oh, tried to get the watch. At tilt, gonna grab. Gets a snare. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. This a big fist into the sign. They're doing a little better. Looking a little better. Senpak, both of these two had 3 stocks. And more friendly fire. That actually led to a kill. Oh. Wow, I almost thought this might, maybe it'll go in their favor. I don't know. It looks like they're doing better than before. Like, Solve is definitely like this wrecking ball who can just like, they can just take care of everything. Is it Pinch the Dragon? Is that like a card game term? Because I know that's in his sub air line. I'm assuming it is. But what does it even mean?
Oh, which the Race the Dragon?
No, I think it's Pinch the Dragon.
Oh, Pinch the Dragon? I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't
it's
know what
like
that even means.
maybe it's like meant to mean like you know how they say like don't like what is that word, that phrase? It's like pretty much like don't piss me off, but like him saying you pinch the dragon or like pinch the dragon's like I'm gonna piss you off.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't
I'm
think
pretty sure
so.
it's supposed to be like you agitated it. Pretty much it's like saying
I don't-
you've agitated somebody.
I'm gonna. Can someone in chat tell
No,
me
Sunky,
what
you
that
gotta
means?
Google it. You gotta do your Jeopardy.
I swear to God, I am. I'm gonna enter Jeopardy next if I can next time, just so I don't, just so I can stop having to hear about it every time we talk about Jeopardy.
So for context, Sunky, what was it, like a year ago now?
Hold on, let me explain it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna explain it. So we were doing NASB Jeopardy earlier, like a year ago. I looked up an answer to a question. I answered it because it was on the tip of my tongue. I looked it up and I said it. But then I was like, no, I'm not gonna just leave it as me cheating. So I admitted I cheated, and I was like, we joke about it, but it's like I felt bad because I was like, I could have not said anything, but I was like, I don't want. I
Everybody,
felt too bad.
everybody, like involved didn't mind, but it was just really funny in the moment because
Yeah,
everybody knew.
Because I know a lot of, I don't think anyone's like actually mad. 'Cause
Nobody cared.
We laugh
Yeah.
about it.
No, it doesn't matter.
But what is not to laugh about is how. Yeah, that's. Yeah, what do you do there? FU Snairs taking it 3-0. They've been on a roll with the doubles.
Listen, they're the
I guess-
champs. They are the
Like I
champs of
said,
this.
that like these two characters complement each other pretty well. Like Korra is like the wrecking ball. She can just go in and just do a lot of damage, and then you know Jenny can just stay back and hit with like side Bs, projectiles, and all this, and it's great. It's great. And
Yeah, good stuff for all.
who are you thinking of watching next?
Well, we got the winner side of top 8 to watch.
Right. Okay. I forgot that's how it goes.
All good. Yeah, we on this channel we tend to just let the loser side play out their sets that stuff happens, you know. And
Oh man, that stinks because Reload, Repeto, and Freak Bob are fighting each other. It seems.
yes, it seems.
So I know I'm not gonna force you, but man, I hope they.
Well, you gotta
I
hope they
hope-
make loser semifinals, because
I
that'll
hope
be
one of them does, because I want to see more SpongeBob.
that will be next time. No, Salve, not today.
Oh, check tournament chat. That is a funny
Tournament chat.
picture. Fruit posted a
Oh
picture.
god.